Hi everyone, my name is Anatoly. I am solo developer from Kyiv, Ukraine. Since 2011 I have been creating 2D point-and-click adventure games. In my video diaries I'll try to shed some light on my development as a game designer, and I will also say a few words about the games that have already been released. In 2017 my first and biggest game Little Kite was released, and in 2018 its sequel Repentant. Both games are connected and have the same atmosphere, a dramatic, deep social plot. My games highlighting themes like social inequality, alcoholism, domestic violence, the craving for forgiveness, the denouncing of tough childhood, and other relevant social topics. These games have a dark atmosphere, and there are no uniquely positive or negative characters in them. All these elements were triggered by films of Yuri Bykov, Andrei Zvyagintsov and Vasily Sigarev. I am currently working on my next game, called The Safe Place. In order not to depart from tradition, it will also be a social drama and will contain elements that can also be found in my earlier games. Events in the game take place in 1992 in an ordinary post-Soviet city. The main characters are two: a young engineer Alexander, whose visual image prototype is based on a young Alexander Abdulov, Russian actor, and a 12-year-old girl, Kristina. Her visual image has not yet been formed. Terrible events at the bus stop in the evening connect the destinies of these two people. They get out of difficult conditions of life together by helping each other. This is all I can tell for now about the plot. First of all, I started to create the art for the first scene. This is a bus stop, which is located under a bridge. I had some approximate idea in my mind of what this location should look like, but that was still too vague. In search of references, I decided to look at the local bridges on Google Maps and found the perfect bridge, the one that was the very image of the one I had in mind. This bridge I see on my way to work. During the week I work in an office as a 2D artist, where I draw all kinds of boring things for mobile games. Because I don't earn much money from my games, I work on my own projects at night and during weekends. As a start, I roughly modeled the scene in 3D. Then added some details and some more details. The rendered picture serves me as a good basis for the drawings that follow. Events in the game take place in winter, and this location will be mostly snow-covered. Then in the engine I'll add falling snow. It took about 20 hours to completely draw this background. The finished picture will need to be further cut into individual objects. For example, the crates and lamppost will be in the foreground and will cover the characters. And the distant plants will move with the camera at different speeds, creating the parallax effect. By the way, I previously spent a lot of time devising puzzles for this scene. Some of them were not born until I had got to the stage of drawing the background. Next, I needed an animated character on stage. This creation process I will show in the next video, as well as more details about the Little Kite project, which is the first game in the series. Thanks for your attention, subscribe to the channel, give a likes and follow the development process of my games on Twitter and in the Facebook group.